I am more concerned after the meeting we had last week. I'll be quite candid. I think that some of the representations that were made by some of the participants were disingenuous. I don't think that they were totally factual. I have visited more of these locations, and I don't determine, in my opinion, that there are $1 million in every one of them, as was represented. I do think that there's an issue as it relates to customers. The representation was made that Dottie's created a customer out of thin air, that they were never previously a customer at a regular, what I would deem a tavern, or at a casino, or at a grocery store, or whatever. They made the representation they created this customer, and I disagree with that. But we also need to protect the gaming industry. The integrity of the gaming industry is also important here, and the tens of thousands of employees that work in the gaming industry in our local gaming establishments. I don't think we can make the argument that someone is going to avoid, that is going to go to a Dottie's or a Goldie's in lieu of going to area to gamble. I don't think we can make that, but I think there is a nexus between Dottie's and the Palace Station or the Gold Coast or those type of operations. It's been brought up that there is a significant tax differential that exists between the two entities, the two models. I think that's absolutely true. When you're looking at a casino property, an unrestricted license is paying in the neighborhood of 8 to 9% with the fees on their profit, as opposed to the Dottie's model that's paying 1 to 2%. It's a significant difference. But if you look at the testimony of at the time, Mr. Robert Fess, who testified on behalf of the Resort Association, and they did have a problem with this at the time, his comment was, in other words, a businessman who opens a business to supply a product or service to the public may have slot machines as a subsidiary operation. He may not open a sham business as a cover for a slot machine arcade. There was thought of this way back at the beginning when we talked about whether or not it would be incidental or subsidiary to the original purpose that the business is established for. I am the first one that's to say I'm here to protect and create jobs, but that is not limited to the jobs at Dottie's. It's limited to the jobs at taverns that presently exist. It's including the jobs that exist in casinos that we have.